Hello, everyone. Good evening. Jackie Edwards here. I just wanted to check in. And first of all, I think I did this the other day, but I've set up a new kind of video recording studio just in the very corner of my living room. I don't have a huge house. So I'm just trying it out a little bit more. I've just kind of reshifted everything around this weekend. But I just wanted to check in and see what you guys are doing to get your rent-to-rent businesses kind of focused and on track for 2018, whether you're just getting started or, you've got a few properties up and running now. What are your goals? What are you doing to kind of make sure you reach those for the year? Because I know over kind of the holiday period, that's when a lot of people do their kind of brainstorming and their goal setting for the year ahead. I know that's when I do it. So, I actually make sure I try to go away for a couple of days between Christmas and New Year to just get out of the house, just get away to a different setting, do a lot of relaxing, but also just do a lot of thinking and kind of preparing for the year ahead. So kind of setting my goals for what do I want my business to look like this year? What do I want to accomplish? Where do I see things going? For me, what I'm going to be working on is getting the rent-to-rent business a bit more systemized. We've got some great systems in place. We've just taken on a couple of new properties. We actually took one on over the Christmas period. So my week off break was kind of busy putting together a contract with a new landlord. So for me, it's kind of integrating those new properties into our portfolio because they're coming on a little bit differently than the way we've done a lot of theirs. They're already tenanted. So it's just kind of getting those online. I've got to hire a new property manager. So I had someone earlier in the year, not even earlier in the year. I spent kind of November training somebody, and while I was on my week off between Christmas and New Year, she sent a message saying that she didn't think the job was right for her. So unfortunately, I've got to hire somebody new. So that's a bit of a pain, but we've already had like 8 candidates apply, so I'll be doing some interviews. I had my assistant do some kind of first rounds of interviews, so we're doing some interviews next week, so I should have somebody up and running. But for me, it's kind of having that real key look into kind of the structure of my business and making sure that we're all on the right track, that I've got the right people in the right positions, and that we all know what we're doing to kind of work together to make the business run as well as it can, to keep the tenants as happy as we can make them, and to just make sure everything runs smoothly. So that's what I'm focusing on the rent-to-rent business side. I've also got some great things coming up on the training. So at renttorentacademy.co.uk, we're in the process of revamping the website. Again, I wanted it to be done before the end of the year, so I could kind of launch it in January, but it looks like it'll probably be February before that happens. Things just take a little bit longer than you expect. All the kind of systems and kind of stuff happening in the background of the website to make everything run smoothly, just taking a little bit longer than I expected. I don't know, I thought it would just all be instant. So excited about that. I'm kind of revamping the way everything flows in the website, so you'll be able to much easier see what you're looking for what stage of a rent-to-rent business you're in. So really excited about that coming out. I'll be focusing quite a bit on that next week, actually, and kind of getting the final touches on everything and my final comments over to my team that's helping me put all that together. So that's what I'm working on, along with kind of for the first half of the year. It's going to be kind of that focus. We've also got our farm. So we've just arranged a meeting at the end of this month with some planning consultants to start working on the planning permission to start building our farm here in Oxfordshire. So really excited about that. That'll take up a lot of kind of the second half of the year, along with my wedding and my kind of 5 weeks in the States that I'll be having later. That's my focus for the year. And I've got some kind of really set KPIs and goals to help me get there. And that's what I really want to make sure that you've got in place for your 2018. So it's really great to kind of have those big goals of what do you want to accomplish for the year, whether it's kind of a set income goal or maybe a set number of properties or something like that. But it's important to break those down into smaller chunks, generally a kind of a 3-month or a 90-day period is a really good way to set it up, because that's about how long your enthusiasm, or most people's enthusiasm for things, kind of goes for. It lasts about 3 months before you kind of fade away and forget why you're doing it and what you're doing. So if you kind of set 3-month milestones, so for instance, if you say you want to make grow to 5,000 pounds profit per annum this year, so what I would kind of suggest is splitting that down into what do you need each quarter. So if you look at half the year, you'd probably want to be at about 2,500 by about June. So maybe you need to be at about 1,000 by the end of March. So then it's kind of breaking that down and saying, all right, so what do I need to do to get 1,000 pounds profit per month by the end of March? Well, 1,000 pounds profit, it's maybe 1 to 2 rent-to-rent properties. So now you know by the end of March you need 1 to 2 rent-to-rent properties. All right, so what do you need to do to get 1 to 2 rent-to-rent properties? Well, you probably need to get out and do some viewings. So you probably need to make offers on maybe 20, 30, 40 properties. I don't know. It kind of depends on your area and what your focus is and how experienced you are. But you'll have to make lots of offers. What do you need to do to make lots of offers? Well, you need to get out there and do lots of viewings. And then what do you need to do lots of viewings? You need lots of leads. So that's what it all really starts with, is kind of getting those leads coming in the door so that you can set up the viewings, so that you can make the offers, and so that you can make the deals. So the more leads, the more viewings, the more offers, the more deals you're going to get. So it's almost working backwards like that to kind of build up to what you really need. So one of the things I'm starting tomorrow morning, kind of fresh at 7:30, the first email will go out, is a 5-day challenge to really kick off 2018, right? And we'll be looking at how to get 20 leads in just 5 days. Now, last year when I did this, I think we had almost 200 leads that I just kind of generated doing the examples. So we'll run through those. You'll get kind of the step-by-step walkthrough via email. This is all free, by the way, so it's a no-brainer to join. I'll actually just pop in the comments right now the link to join in there. Let me just, so you can join in right at that link, but you'll get the kind of step-by-step. So here's where to look for leads. I've got five different strategies that we'll cover, one on each day. And I'll also be popping on live. There's a special group on Facebook set up just for this. I'll be popping on live every day and doing a live demonstration and walking through step-by-step those strategies each day and kind of doing a live Q&A session. So if you're interested in really kickstarting your 2018 and really getting as many leads as possible coming in, because the more leads you get, the more viewings you're going to get, the more offers you're going to make, and the more deals you're going to get. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're signed up for the 5-day challenge that starts tomorrow. Again, absolutely free, so it's a no-brainer. Sign up. Make sure you set aside a minimum of 15 minutes a day to do this, ideally probably about an hour, to make sure you can listen into the full video. Even if you can't join me live, the videos will be there for a replay. So make sure you get that ready so that we can kick off 2018 and get you going with a bang, basically, so that you can reach the goals that you've set for yourself and for your business for this year. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and working with you this next week to get everything going for 2018. I love this time of year because it's so full of positivity and just there's so much more motivation. And for me personally, I'm always so much more motivated at the beginning of the year than the end of the year. So this is really the time to kind of crack on and get a good start at your goals. So I will see you tomorrow.